still pretty much as we left it. Nice and tidy. Yeah. Right, I'm going back for my second load. I'm just walking here and there's trees down, that tree and that tree. And then there's another one over there, snapped completely in half. I'm thinking that must have been the wind we had at the start of the week. Awesome. You know what that means. One, we had bad wind, and two, there's more wood. And there's the moon up there. I'm just thinking this place is going to be epic again one day, it's just going to take a few years. All these young saplings here, there's millions of them. Everywhere. They're all about my height too. So it's good that it's going to be regrown. Still parts of it that are totally trashed. There's another snap tree there. So I'm in the midst of setting up. I've got a tarp laying on my crates, I've got my bed on top of it, got a roll mat in there, and then I've got my sleeping bag, my Gore-Tex bivy bag, and then I'm just going to use that wool blanket to wrap around us when I'm next to the fire at night time, when I've stopped working, or to sit on one of these little stumps next to the fire. So yeah, I've got pretty much all my stuff randomly splattered across the bench. It's okay, I'm the only one here, it's fine. Got my lamp with us too, my gas lamp. Chuffed to bits, it's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna put that right in the back of my shelter. Sun's getting ready to set. A lot of dark clouds in the sky. And the moon's up there. Don't like the look of that. All these. I just found them over the other side. Over yonder. Over here. There's loads more too. I'm just going to keep that beamage, that. And the tops can be used as firewood. Some nice ones. Oh. Right. I'm going to get my fire going. Oh damn, you can't see it. You can just see it. That crossbeam there is going to that tree. Right, I'm outside the village at the back of it, between the teepee and the lean-to, and yeah, put up this crossbeam, this one corner post that goes right to the ground. You can't see it. I'll get my light shortly. As you can tell, I'm quite excited about it. It's just a random idea. I was just sitting thinking and cruising through a book and looking at something, and I thought, yes, most definitely gonna spend the night on this. So I'll get better lighting, My fire's going not very well because the wood is so damp. Axe on the floor. See, that's how I lose stuff. Oh no, the fire's just very, very petite. The frost that's on my back, the food bag. Okay, so it is really late at night now. I've been burning little bits of wood, just bits of crate that I've been pulling apart for something else. So I've still got all my main shelters standing now, but the bench is gone, my table's been moved. And I've re-put my table here. It's on the side of my shelter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build basically a square box with a roof on around that, and then box off the bottom and use underneath there for like logs and stuff. I've also placed down the base logs for another cabin shelter next to that. But I need to retrieve logs for that, so that's a lot of work. I've also, round the back of the teepee, which is, I don't know if you can see that, it's frosty again. So, yeah, you see this little monstrosity here. Well, I wouldn't call it monstrosity, but the moon's out still, it's really bright. Let me just find my footing. Oh. Decided I'd put the second story back up. I've used a solid tree as a corner post, and then another main 3 beams. It goes right through to the back of my lean-to. And yeah, I've floored it. I've still got another cross beam to put across here to support the centre of that side of the floor. And I'm going to put another 3 of them on that side. So it's a huge square. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with that. But I haven't even been up there yet. I can't get up, it's over my head, and I have no ladder yet. So yeah, it's looking good. I've done a lot of work. My back's killing me from stripping down pallets to get floor panels. But it's going to be awesome once I've got the proper flooring in and I can actually get up there and see how big it is, because I bet it's massive. Oh, I wish I could get up there. I've got my bed set up and all that. I'll show you that shortly. I'm going to get some food on the go, I think, once all this crate wood's burnt off. It is really cold getting. My nose won't stop running. I might put in another layer actually. It's fine when you're working, and then you stop, and that's when you start getting cold. And tonight we have sweet and sour meatballs, which I have in here. Ooh. And I'm going to have noodles, sweet and sour noodles. Still working on that floor, it seems tediously long. Managed to get that other cross beam in there. Got the noodles on. Noodles. Sweet and sour's done. There we have it. I'm going to tuck in because I'm starving. I'm going to chuck the rest of my crate rubbish on the fire. So a number of hours on again, and is even more frost. I've built this my new table area, and I've stocked all my firewood underneath. It's looking pretty cool. Smart. It's a raised area over there. The floor's finished on it. It's massive. Bigger than my bedroom at home. Well guys, that's me all tucked up in my bed. Got my feet towards the fire this time. Just for a change. And sit and watch it. I'll catch you all in the morning. That's the sun rising, people. And I tell you one thing, it is very cold. As you can see, the frost over everything. Pretty much where it ends. I'm all frost on my shelter, and this teepee is just white. I have been up, but I need a ladder to get up and enjoy it properly. I haven't built one yet. We need to do that today. That is a large raised platform area. It's frosty too. Only like frost line at the bench pretty much. I'm just chilling, having morning coffee. Burning the last of my rubbish crates left over from my flooring on that raised area up there. It's above that teepee. But pretty much just like level with that teepee, so you can see how high it is. It's awesome. The heat is immense. I love it. Just what you need to warm up in the morning. Just been collecting wood for like 20 minutes now, and I came down to this area because there's so much wood, it's obscene. Wait till you see what I've got after 20 minutes of searching. So like, this is the ground around here. So I've got this pile of wood here, and these two bits here, and I've got another big pile over there. The village is over there. So yeah, it's like, you can see the amount of beams that I'm going to have. And that's just 20 minutes of collecting. So I'll get like 6 loads of this today. That's awesome. I love sourcing wood. There's so much more too, it's just everywhere. And it's just going to rot like, because all the new growths are coming up, as you can see. So 45 minutes now, I'm back. I've got my grill on for bacon because my body is crying for bacon. Dragged in so much wood. Look at it all. I know I go on about wood a lot, but obviously if you want to build a village, wood's quite important. onto here to get me started while I cook breakfast. Right, bacon. And it is now bacon time. Oh yes. That's slightly warm, that. Oh yes. Can't wait for this. I'm going to get these put in rolls and get back to work. Here we are. I'm chuffed with all that wood I've got. Woo! I finally got a ladder measured out. 2 cross beams, all the slats, it's thick. Should do the job. I've just got to tie it now. That's a lot of paracord. I'm starting to worry because I've still got the side beams to tie across here and here and here and here in a square to make it like waist high wall. But I've used, as you can see, I've used almost a full roll of paracord so far. So there's not much left. So once the paracord's done, pretty much going to just use all that on my ladder probably, and then we'll just have to see where we go from there. Bacon was awesome. It's it all tied now. Awesome. I'm going to get that put up somewhere over there. Up here I'm hoping, because I'd like the only access to it to be inside the village. So can I clear the way up here? Hopefully. I'm going to measure now. Hope it's long enough. I didn't measure that. I had to shorten it, but the ladder is in place. Started setting bits on the side so that I can start burying from here to here, and this is awesome. It's massive. Did all this last night. Was knackered by the time I went to bed. It's actually really high too. I think like there's the top of my lean-to and it's underneath that. So I built all the frame and pined the shelter around the table. It's a lean-to. It'll be awesome once that's finished. Set my benches into, as in chainsawed in, and set them flat properly. Also got 2 back beams up on the raised shelter along with the ladder. It's looking pretty epic up there. I'm just dragging in more firewood and these logs, some nice logs over yonder, bringing them in. I'm going to split them later, burn that one because it's nice dry wood. Just that one. The wind's picking up a lot. Check the weather, looks like it's going to rain. Oh shit, that was a jet. Over there. It's flying really low. I thought there was thunder there for a second, and it's a jet. So I started dragging in all my logs now, my big logs, for like little seats and little tables next to my shelters. It's gonna look cool, maybe one there. Pile up that again. Need to do something about that little gap in there. Also half working on a new raised bed here, one that isn't made out of pallets. Yeah, not done much more up there. It's a bit windy and it's going right through my clothes, so I'm going to leave that for another day, I think. And plus when I've got more paracord, because the roll is down to this little tiniest dregs left. I'm saving that for emergencies. Plenty of logs now. Some really good seasoned wood too. This one here. Very windy, and it's a cold wind too. So the landowner was just out to visit us with Gary to have a look how I was doing and see how I was keeping, and he's an awesome bloke. He's like, you should stockpile wood to keep it dry it out. So yeah, that's what this is here, because there's a lot of big logs that are wet, so I'm just going to pile them under there and give them a few months to dry out. See, the wind is just whipping the side of that shelter to bits, like that raised thing, the whole thing. That's what the main beams there. See it, how it's angled in now. The wind just caught that corner and just tilted it. I've tried to put beams in there to support it, but it might have to come down because it's just too unsafe, and I don't want it to crush my TP. Gutted. I don't even have enough paracord to tie any more beams in. Well, win some, you lose some. At least there's enough wood there to build another cool one ground shower. It's a shame, that. Bloody shame. Well, maybe in a couple of months, once a month or something, when the better weather comes, and we'll try it again. You can see the floors starting to be uneven there. It's just shaking it to bits. It's too high. Utilise the wood in some other way. Decided I'm going to put the bench there, between the TP and the lean-to. Looks quite cool, and it's got a back now, so yeah, I'll just put them together, save space. I like that anyways, that's quite cool. I'm going to get some food cooked. I'm just going to cook these and have them sitting around the camp cold for later on through the night while I'm working. Some nice Cajun chicken legs. So yeah, my chicken legs are doing well. I've got a little bit of beef on there. Nice bit of tender beef. Just cooking in a tray slowly. My potatoes, some carrots. I'm gonna have Yorkshire puddings and gravy. Got some nice chocolate cake too. I've been building on the other side. So yeah, this is the barrier like here. I emptied my log, shift them from there. I'm gonna fill that back up. But I'll put the load here as a wall just because it looks really, really cool. And then I've got another. This is gonna be, I'm just gonna build like a shelter like this. Go straight to the ground. Simple, effective, and spacious hopefully. So yeah, with like an angled roof. Look quite cool. That wall's gonna go a bit higher yet though. And then that'll be that area. That's another shelter added to the thing. Still got loads and loads of timber left. Wind's picking up a lot. Still no rain yet. Can't wait for my chicken legs to be cooked. I'm starving. Like really starving. Oh yes, chicken is done. The rest will be done in a second. Oh, wow. That's the way we go. I'm gonna enjoy that beef. Nice rare in the middle. Chicken everywhere. Well guys, that's me spent the whole day building again. Just had my tea, packed up all my stuff. My lift's on its way. I'm gonna call it a night and get away home. Really enjoyed it. A lot of good building bits done, and I've enjoyed my tea. That's pretty much all my kit packed up now. My rucksack. Fire's very out. Just dumped like 6 litres of water on it.